Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is kind of informal. I was just decluttering my makeup collection, basically the last 5 or 6 years of my life. So I figured I would take today to clean everything out, figure out what's good, what's not, what I can sanitize, and what needs to be tossed. If you've been watching my videos and maybe forgot to subscribe, make sure to click the button and notification bell. I've been posting videos weekly and I cover beauty, lifestyle, and DIY. So welcome to the community. Let's get to tossing all of this makeup. So we're starting off with foundations. All of these I'm just throwing out. They're just old. A lot of them have oxidized way past their original shade. And I did like this Maybelline Superstay and the Born This Way, two of my favorites, but those two in particular have oxidized like a lot, kind of orangey. And then I have these. I was considering kind of keeping these, but I'm not gonna reach for them. I have this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation that I gave it a try. I think I even filmed a video and never posted it because it was so bad on dry skin. All of these paint pots and color tattoos from Maybelline, they're going in the trash. They're just kind of eye primers that have already dried out. And I did like these Essence Metal Shock eyeshadows, but the applicator broke on both of them. All of these concealers I'm getting rid of, and I am showing you guys what I'm tossing because at the end of the video I'll be showing you my updated collection and what I decided to keep. Then I have eyeliners, and all of these have to go. They're just old, and you know, eyeliner is just like mascara. You have to get rid of it. But these NYX Vivid Brights are so cool. I really like them, and I would definitely repurchase because they were super fun for spring and summer. So I don't have a whole lot of powders. I have this one by Hourglass that I'm just gonna toss because I don't reach for it. This one's one of my favorites by Wet n Wild, and then this Bare Minerals one is actually really useful because it has a matte side and a sheen side, and it's very lightweight. It's a very interesting powder, so I'm keeping this one. The Ben Nye Neutral Set. I used this when I worked at Sephora to set my under eye area, but it's gotta go. So I still have to go through all of this. I'm really trying to be precise about keeping only what I use and just tossing what I don't, and my lipsticks are kind of insane. So now on to declutter the next half of this whole situation. And I have a bunch of these little depotting pans that I'm definitely going to keep. They're very useful when I just don't want to carry large powders. Bunch of organizers that I'm probably not going to use ever again because I'm not going to build up my collection to the point where it was. Never say never though. These are things that I've already decided to toss, either because they're old or they're just not used. I have this CoverGirl palette that looks perfectly fine, but it's boring. I'm not going to reach for it. It's going in the trash. I have this NYC powder. This is an OG. Super old in Sunny. I don't know why I use this. It's kind of orangey, to be honest. And then this Becca Jaclyn Hill palette was one of my favorites, but it just looks questionable right now. Becca powders are very soft, so I'm trashing that. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. One of my favorites, but I'm tossing it and just repurchasing it because it's old. And now the Electric palette by Urban Decay. This is the OG, my favorite, and the palette that got me into makeup. Oh, the colors are gorgeous, and if I could repurchase it, I would. I'm pretty sure this is discontinued, but this palette really sparked creativity in me and just got me started in makeup. So I'm just tossing it because it's old, but I would probably keep it. I don't know why I waited so long to do this. It does kind of feel satisfying. This was not really that old. It's a Smashbox palette, but it does smell questionable, so I'm just gonna toss it. It's not very good either. I like the shimmer shades, but it's kind of chalky, so. I have these LA Girl Eye Luxe shadows, which I think are brilliant, like packaging wise. Spot on for those who just don't like bulky shadows and want to have like a day to night look option. Definitely keeping these. They're practical, and I like the formula and blendability of them. The neutral one is Harmonize and the purple one is Hypnotize. I have this small Z palette by Sephora, and inside I just have a few Ofra powders that are way past their expiration date. I don't reach for these at all. NYX Avant Pop. I don't even know if this is being sold anymore. The colors are pretty, but they're mostly shimmery. I'm gonna toss these. I never really got around to using them either. Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I barely use this, and you can see most shades are untouched because this palette is super chalky, just not my favorite. NYX Strobe of Genius palette. I really like these highlighters. I think they're very finely milled, so they look great on the face, but there are shades here that are not practical for me to use, so I'm not gonna keep it. Another Z palette by Sephora. Here I have a few shades by Makeup Geek. This pink one as well from Urban Decay. I think it's called Firebird. My favorite eyeshadow from Urban Decay. I have this blush by Burt's Bees that I'm trashing. It just looks questionable. I also have MAC Amber Lights here called Favorite. All of these I'm just sanitizing and keeping. Little man had a blast playing with the lipsticks and definitely left some stains on the carpet. I'm going to speed through this kind of decluttering process, and I'll show you guys an overview of what I decided to toss and an updated makeup collection. So this right here is my makeup collection. It is very small, and I'm okay with that. So this is just a few things I decided to keep. These Z palettes right here, I have them drying because I sanitize them with alcohol, and these are all of the lipsticks that I'm keeping. Actually, just a few MAC ones and some glosses. I basically threw out all of them. Over here, I have my foundations and concealers, face powders. Not the most comfortable place for them, but I only have 3. So I figured it's fine for now. Just a translucent powder, Wet n Wild one, and then Clinique powder at the bottom. And then here I have my primers and just setting spray, Milani Make It Dewy, and then just my usual Master Prime and just a few silicone-based ones. If you're wondering, this is an old IKEA chest drawer I have that I wasn't really using. Not my favorite, but it fits what I need right now. So in the first drawer, I just have a few organizers left over. This is just bronzers and highlighters. I have a lot of drugstore, and then just a few cult favorites like this MAC Soft and Gentle. Some highlighting palettes. This one is by Revolution, Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. And then I have this cream blush by Found. This is one of my recent purchases that I started trying out, and I really like it so far. Here I have eye stuff, so just eye primers, eye pencils, eyebrow pencils, as well as a few of these Maybelline color tattoos. I also have my lash glue by Duo right here, and lashes over here. These are actually new and I've yet to try. Just to give you a little glimpse, they're very dramatic, but I'm kind of planning on doing a few dramatic looks, so I have that right there. My Christina lashes in the back. This is one of my favorites, very similar to Ardell Wispies. And then over here I just have either single eyeshadow or small eyeshadow palettes. Loose glitters. These hard candy glitters, I'm pretty sure they're already discontinued, but they are loose, so you can keep these forever, and as long as you're not double dipping, there's no contamination issues with them. Then I have some makeup remover back here just in case I need it, and then over here at the bottom I have my palettes. This is a giant one. There's a palette in here. I showed this one on Instagram story. It's really pretty, and I will be doing a few looks for spring with this palette. Really fun. And then here I just have a mix of face and eye palettes. This is just an empty Z palette. Some Makeup Revolution ones. This one is by LA Colors. This one is the Friendcation palette by Dose of Colors. Really pretty. Some more Makeup Revolution. Color Pop Dream Street by Kathleen Lights. And then here are my face palettes. Right now I just have City Color for contouring. And then this Cheekathon palette by Benefit. And I'm pretty sure they're part of the regular collection. One of my favorite palettes for my cheeks. And that's it. That's my whole entire makeup collection. Fits my needs for now. And you know, I'm definitely gonna be getting a few more things. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching my chaos. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you liked it, make sure to share and leave me a comment down below if you like this format of video. It definitely feels more casual and one-to-one from my side, but you guys let me know. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.